We all know there are just some people who give more of a hoot than others. And if you haven't guessed it yet, yes, we're talking about Hooter the Owl. While we may never know his true identity, we do know he brings the spirit, laughs, and a whole lot of photo ops to Temple athletics. Temple's Tracy Yatsko sat down with the man inside the suit.
Hooter, thanks for being with me.
It's nice to be here.
We're gonna try and talk as much as we can without giving away your identity. I know it's top secret, so let's start with the basics. How old are you? What's your year and what's your major?
I'm 22, I'm a senior, and I'm in mechanical engineering.
So what inspired you to become Temple's mascot?
So when I came to school when I was a freshman, a few of my roommates actually knew one of the Owls. So at the time I was like, I'm gonna be going to all these games anyway. I'm super animated and goofy, so why not get a little sweaty and do a little more fun of a perspective.
So how does someone become Hooter?
So there's actually an audition process where there's an out-of-suit interview and an in-suit audition. So I went through all the motions. They said, like, what happens if the other team scores? They put on some music and let me dance, and then took me out of the suit, and I got to have that little identity switch and explain my side of the story.
So I've always wondered this about mascots. When you take photos with people, do you smile inside?
Yes, I do. The fun thing is that I can choose also when I don't smile, like sometimes I would be making funny faces and just be like, if someone I know, I'll be like scowling on the inside or something, but kind of hard to have all these pictures in front of you and not to be smiling even if they can't see you.
So who's the most famous person you've taken a photo with?
As he was transitioning into being like the guy for the Philadelphia 76ers, I was wandering the sideline of the football game and saw a tall figure on the sideline, and it happened to be Joel Okafor right after he got drafted.
Do you have a pre-warm-up ritual before a game?
Usually it's just getting up there early so I can strap on my feet and make sure I'm looking good. My feathers are all fluffed and ready to go.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
So last season when we were down in Orlando for the conference championship basketball tournament, we got to do a little segment where I was playing basketball against the Bearcat and the Yukon Husky. I go to play on defense and the Bearcat goes and bumps into me and off comes the head. To this day, I do not know if I was on camera or not, but I just quickly scrambled up and threw it on, acted like nothing happened.
What is it like inside?
Really, since you have that beak, that's all you can see through. Sometimes people try to say hi to me through my peripherals and I just miss high fives left and right. When it comes to division, it's a little funny because his eyes are above where my eyes are, so like I'm looking one way, he's looking another. But the funniest moments is whenever I walk past a reflection or I look down at my shadow and I remember like, oh wait, I'm a bird right now.
What does being Hooter mean to you?
Being Hooter for me is just, I've been fortunate enough to experience Temple from the most unique perspective. I've gotten to storm the court in suit for some of the biggest games that we've had. I've gotten to travel with the team and really just have a front row seat to some of the biggest moments that the school has seen. Really, I would just say that being a mascot is a very fun, but at times like unrewarding job. It's like I'll go to this event, I'll walk around and be like the life of the party, and then I take off the suit and I'm walking through the same room and no one recognizes me. So it's kind of like a very self-fulfilling job, but you don't really get too much of the accolation.
As both Temple men's and women's basketball head into the home stretch of the regular season, they'll look to strengthen their NCAA tournament resumes and hopefully add another feather to their caps. Thanks to Campus Connect's Tracy Yatsko for sitting down with Hooter, and best of luck to the Owls this season.